Hello everyone, I'm going to be reviewing Megamind. Should have done this earlier, but couldn't, sorry. So Megamind, directed by Tom McGrath, produced by Lara Bray and Dennis Nolan Casadino, written by Alan Schoolcraft and Brent Simmons, starring Will Ferrell, Tina Fey, Jonah Hill, David Cross, Brad Pitt. Music is by Hans Zimmer and Lauren Buffy. Edited by Michael Andrews. Production companies is DreamWorks Animation and Pacific Data Images. Distributed by Paramount Pictures and DreamWorks Animation. This release for the movie was on October 28th, 2010 in Russia, November 5th, 2010 in the United States, and December 3rd, 2010 in the United Kingdom. It ran for 96 minutes, and the budget for this movie got $130 million, and it got $321.9 million on box office. The plot for this movie is Megamind and Metromind are lifelong rivals in Metro City. Both are alien orphans sent to Earth from their dying planets near to their end because of a nearby black hole, but raised in far different charismatics, with Metromind becoming a superhero defending the city from Megamind's villainous plans that he executes with the help of his henchman Minion, a fish-like creature he was given by his mother, who lives and acts by inside a medical gorilla life suit. Megamind escapes from prison through a holographic disguise, kidnaps Metro Man's girlfriend, reporter Roxanne Ritchie, and lures Metro Man to a copper-lined odd job of jawbreaker or something like that. Metro Man collapses and reveals copper to be his weakness, allowing Megamind to kill him with a solar-powered death ray. Megamind quickly takes over the city, but finds that with no one to challenge him, his life has no meaning. Megamind prepares to destroy the recently opened Metro Man Museum, trying to forget the city's former hero. But when he sees Roxanne wandering inside, he takes him a holographic disguise of Bernard, the museum curator, temporarily dehydrating the real Bernard into a small cube. Megamind finds himself attracted to Roxanne, and from her gets the idea of creating a new hero to fight in his lab, and fights in his lab. He creates a sperm from Metro Man's DNA, gives his target superhero power, but is accidentally injected via his diffuser gun into Hal Stewart. Roxanne, dim-witted cameraman when she enters the lab. Megamind finds Hal and is easily consumed about using a hologram of Space Dad, trains him to become a superhero. Hal takes the name Titan, misunderstanding Megamind's destined Titan. Meanwhile, Megamind continues to see Roxanne using the Bernard disguise, and the two begin to fall for each other. So the cast is Will Ferrell as Megamind. Was it actual Mega? Wow. Tina Fey's Roxanne, Jonah Hill's Hal Stewart or Titan, David Cross's Minion, Brad Pitt as Metro Man, J.K. Simmons as the Warden, Ben Stiller as Bernard. Oh, seriously? I actually had no idea that Ben Stiller was in this. Christopher Knight as the prison guard, Tom McGrath as Lord Scott, Jacob Blessing as the newscaster, Justin Thorex as Megamind's dad, Jessica Shuttle as Megamind's mum. The production for this movie. The film was written by Alan J. Schoolcraft and Brent Simmons. It was titled Mastermind and then Ubermind. It was suggested that Ben Stiller would be cast as Megamind and later Robert Downey Jr., but Will Ferrell was ultimately given the role due to scheduling conflicts for Downey. Lara Bray and Dennis Nolan Casatino was the film producers, and Ben Stiller and Stuart Cornfield were the exclusive producers. Justin Thorson, Guillermo and Del Toro worked as creative consultants of the film. Del Toro only came on board 3 weeks before the end of production, but went on to have more substantial role in subsequent DreamWorks animation films. The opening of the film, where Megamind is falling to his apartment of death, was Del Toro's idea. And the release for this movie, Megamind, premiered on October 28th, 2010 in Russia, and theatrically released in the United States on November 5th, 2010. It was supposed to be released in Japan on March 12, 2011, but because of the earthquake and tsunami, a day before the Japanese release was cancelled. Marketing. Megamind was promoted at the 2010 San Diego Comic-Con internationally with Tom McGrath, Tina Fey, Jonah Hill, and Will Ferrell dressed as Megamind. Home media. Megamind was released on Blu-ray disc and DVD on February 25th, 2011, accompanied with a all-short Megamind The Button of Doom. Tim Burton of The Button of Doom also had its television premiere on Nickelodeon, which aired on February 26, 2011. It was the 7th best-selling DVD of 2011 with 30 million units sold. The film made a total of $75 million in DVD and Blu-ray sales. As of November 2012, $5.6 million home entertainment units were sold worldwide. The film was released on Blu-ray 3D in March 2011, exclusively as a part of Samsung 3D Starter Kit, and on September 11, 2011, exclusively at Best Buy stores. In July 2014, the film distribution rights were purchased by DreamWorks Animation from Paramount Pictures and transferred to 20th Century Fox. The rights are now owned by Universal Pictures. Reception. Megamind opened to $12.5 million on opening day and $46 million over 3-day weekend, taking the number one spot, averaged at 11,000 from around 7,000 screens at 3,000 theatres. The opening was a bit higher than the fellow DreamWorks animation film How to Train Your Dragon, which earned $43.7 million back in March 2010. It was the 5th highest grossing opening for an animated feature in 2010. It is the second weekend it's repeated at number 1 and dropped 37% to $29.1 million for a 7,000 average from 30,000 theatres, and bringing it 10-day cumulative of $88.8 million. On its third weekend, it fell 45% to $16 million and finished second to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, averaging $4,237 from 3,779 theatres over Thanksgiving weekend. It was held just 22% dropped to $12.6 million and slid to the third place behind Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and Tangled has earned $17 million over 5 days Thanksgiving period. Following Thanksgiving, the film fell a sharper 61% in its 5th weekend to $4.9 million and finished at 6th place. Now, for my thought of this Megamind. I did enjoy Megamind. I think it was a great movie. I mean, it's not like 5 or 4.5, but it is really good. I do like this movie so much. Hold up. I haven't watched this movie in years. Like, seriously, I haven't watched this in years, and I loved it. It was such a fun movie. Like, everyone should watch Megamind. It was just a fun movie. Hold up, I'm just going to take a quick drink. But yeah, it was just a fun movie. I think everyone should watch Megamind. I mean, it has a great cast, like Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Tina Fey, Jonah Hill, Ben Stiller, like all those people in this movie. They are perfect, and I loved Will Ferrell as Megamind. I think he was really good as Megamind. And Jonah Hill as Titan. I think Titan was a great villain. I did enjoy the aspect of Titan. And I mean, it's not like the best movie I've ever seen, but it is good. It's great. I do like this movie. It's a fun time to watch with your family. But for my score for Megamind, I will give Megamind a 4 out of 5 stars. Percentage, I'll give it an 84%. Grade, I'll give it an A. And out of 10, I'll give it an 8.4 out of 10. Thank you for listening to my review of Megamind. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel. Be a big help. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.